this one, and we'll be on our way, guys. So welcome, welcome, welcome in, you newest trader. I just want to say thank you for hopping on this video. I'm forever grateful. And if you haven't already, go grab your merch at qcfxglobal.com. You definitely want to cop this stuff. This stuff is straight quality. This hat, I don't have any hats that actually fit me except for this one, like the link in the chat right now, QCFX Global. Grab your merch there. You know, you want to be out there repping the squad. We're all in this together. Let people know that you stand for this brand, that we're here to win it. We're here for the team. Grab your stuff there, QCFX Global. We got a lot of fire merch, and even more stuff will be coming out. So definitely plug in there, y'all. But no further ado, guys, thanks for hopping on this call. And I kind of just want to go over my three main tips for the newest trader, for the newest person, on how they can become more comfortable in their trading. This is the Brady's Declassified Trader Survival Guide. You know, I'm going to be going into basically the most basic things that are going to help you be able to survive the financial markets, guys. Because a lot of what we do, you know, trading, network marketing, building the business, this kind of stuff, it's not about thriving. It's not about thriving right from the beginning. It's about being able to roll with the punches. Because in the beginning, you're going to get punched. You're going to take some losses. That's going to happen. That's inevitable. But that's why I'm saying it's not about thriving. It's just about surviving, being able to go through and take those punches and keep on going. So just focus on surviving, you know, focus on the things that you need to do to continue each and every day, starting with number one, master the basics. Because if you don't master the basics, you'll never be able to survive the industry. Because it all falls down, you know, you're trading, everything that comes down, it comes down to the level, to the solidness of, you know, the base of education that you created for yourself, the base of knowledge. If that's not strong, everything else built on top of that will come crumbling down. So I want to start with, guys, master the basics. And I kind of want to go in here and show how you actually can make a KOTO, make a broker, and use that broker. I'm going to show you how to link it to MetaTrader for everything like that, and how to actually place trades. Really everything you need to know to get started out with trading, right? And how to make it your own, and how to really flourish and thrive within this community, right? So let me just, what the heck is this? I don't know how this popped up in here, but I mean, guys, first things first, you know, you got to go to, this is the broker I use. Definitely check your own broker out, figure out which broker is right for you. I found KOT Forex to be very helpful in my trading process. So definitely come in here. If you're going to choose a broker, I personally chose this one, but most of them all work the same, right? So on this one, if you don't have an account, you're going to want to sign up here, you know, click sign up. It'll take you to the sign up board. And I already have a login, so I'm just going to log into mine. And you got to wait for it to send you an actual, send you a confirmation. So we'll wait a second for that to come through. So that way I can kind of show you what it's actually going to look like when you're first starting out in trading and stuff like that, what you're actually going to see, how you can go ahead and make a broker account. So the number one reason I always tell people make a broker account is because they don't expire. And a lot of times the one on MetaTrader 4, it'll expire after a week or so. So definitely you want to end up making yourself a broker account, a demo account on a broker. That way you can get live data. You're practicing on the broker, you're practicing with live spreads and all of this stuff. That this is actually going to be how your broker account is going to work when you deposit live money. So you go in there, you go to my account, then you're going to click create an account. Account type, you know, this would be your live account, and this would be your demo account, right? So click your demo. I personally choose 200 leverage, and then you can come in here and select the balance that you want. And I know a lot of people say to start out with a balance that you think you would start with, and I always tell people do 10K right off the bat, because like we're priming you. We want you to get ready to be a funded trader, to get actually funded real money that you can make 70% of the profits after a month-to-month basis. And the smallest account you would start out with is 10K. So I want you to get used to using a 10K account and really seeing how that's going to operate for yourself. So you just click create account, and then you're going to come in and you're going to find a, you're going to get an email from KOT4X that says new demo account created. And this is what you're going to want to come down and scroll to, right? Your demo account number and your trader password, right? So these are all cool things that I'll dive into in a quick second, but there's a few things I want to go over first. So right here, I just showed you guys how to make a demo account with a broker. So that way you can use that and trade like it's real live money, but it's actually not, right? Then what you use, we use pretty much three things. You have your broker, you have your MetaTrader 4, and then you have your TradingView, which is these are the main things we use in trading, right? So you can come to TradingView.com, and let's just delete all of this stuff. TradingView.com, right? You're going to come in here, and if we just go straight up to TradingView.com and we don't actually use like my account, you go to TradingView.com, this is what you're going to pull up to. I'm actually going to log out of this account real quick, just so I can kind of show you what you'll see. So we sign out here, and then you want to come in here and click launch chart. So you're going to launch your chart, and this is going to take you to having the ability to see any market you really want. So you're going to want to come in here and actually create an account, sign up, and do all of that stuff so you can have a little bit more access, and all of your information will be saved. And you're going to see this thing down here. You're going to want to delete that. You do not need that. And when you come in here, you're going to have the ability to look at stocks, cryptocurrencies, futures, Forex, CFDs, indexes, and economies. So just go to Forex for the time being. And I personally use so you can see, like when you type in Euro USD, you're going to see there's a lot of different Euro USDs. And I personally always like using the ones that says Forex FXCM here. So click on that one. That's going to be the most that's going to be the best comparison with the actual data that's happening on your MT4. So when we come in here, you're going to have your time frames up here that you're going to be able to switch through, make sure you're on candles, all that good stuff. But right here, we have our Euro USD. This is our chart that we're looking at, right? So what we're going to want to do is start making this our own. Start using this and start making this like your own, because a lot of times you'll be stuck on this custom and you're like, oh, this is just kind of ugly. But literally, you can actually come in here and customize pretty much everything about TradingView. So I personally like having blue candles, and I don't even use a border. So it's up to you. This is a space where you can come and make your charts your own. This is going to be your own charts. Nobody else is looking at this. This is your own time to make your charts look how you want them to do. And I think that's super important, because you're going to be looking at this all day, every day. You want to be looking at something that's aesthetically pleasing, right? So a next step, you got your color, you choose whatever colors you want. You can choose whatever colors you desire. You'll see a lot of times everyone's got different colors. But in the beginning, I honestly didn't know how to do that. But here we go. So appearance. This is going to be about your background. I personally like having an all white background. Some people like black, some people like gray, whatever it is. If you want to choose any color, you can literally choose orange if you want. You can choose any color you want. I personally like white. I like it clean, like it white. Boom. Then I've changed all of these grid lines to white, because see these grid lines, if you make it black, you can see what it looks like. I personally like them at white. If you want to put your session breaks on that, that can be a good tool to use when you get more advanced with session breaks, is understanding the different times that each session has. So this was actually, this was your first day of the week. I think it just does it by day, actually. So session breaks, cool. If you want to add a watermark of the chart, you can put it on there. But guys, I'm kind of just showing you the tips and tricks of how to make TradingView your own, how to make it something that's actually aesthetically pleasing, so you enjoy coming on here and marking up charts, right, guys? And if you have any questions, feel free to show them in the chat. I'm not going to let you guys, got a lot of tabs up there, but yeah, I'm actually doing some house hunting right now, so we can delete all of that stuff. Cool beans. But then what you're going to want to do, so once you pick your colors, once you pick your TradingView, what it's going to look like aesthetically, you're going to want to start editing up these tools, right? So there's a lot of tools to use. And the main ones I recommend that you're going to want to pay attention to is this long position, short position. And it's a cool little feature. If you click this little star right here, it starts to create a little quick, I don't know what you want to call this, like a quick tab, like where it just says all of them right there, all the ones that you really like to use. Then your long position. Then I don't use anything in there. I don't use anything in there. I like to use the paintbrush sometimes, just the marking of highs and lows. I like to have my rectangle on there. I put my Fibonacci on there, and I put my trend line and my horizontal ray on there. So now I have this custom arsenal. This is your weaponry of everything that you're going to be using on the charts, so that way you don't have to click through here and scroll. You just got them here, and it's at an easy pace. It's easy to use, right? And this is what I'm all about, guys. Making this easier for you, making this whole idea of trading, making you feel more comfortable, making you feel a little bit more in tune with what you're doing and stuff like that, right? So main thing I want to talk about here is your Fibonacci tool. So when you come in here, you're going to have, this is what your Fibonacci is going to look like. And to me, this is personally kind of ugly. I honestly don't like this. So what I'm going to have you do is you're going to delete this, the 38.2. You're going to, I personally don't have this one, none of these, but then we're going to type in here the 88.6, so 0.886. So you have your 61.8, your half level, your 88.6, your 78.6, and then I like to add in your 71.8, right? And then you're going to want to make these your own custom colors. So I personally like them all black, but I leave the 61.8 red, just because I know I personally do not use the 61.8. I did not like that. I did not trade it. I did not use that. So I want to make myself aware that that's a no-go zone. 61.8 is a no-go zone. And I personally do not like having this background on here. And there we go. So now you can see that this is actually what your chart looks like. And just to clean it up actually a little bit, I'm going to remove these prices from that. And then I want to put these on I like it on the right side. So there, that's how my Fibonacci looks. And like I said, make these your own. You don't have to do it exactly how I do it. Make these your own colors. If you like the color purple, you want to do purple, do them purple. If you want to do them green. Whatever it is that you want to do, you have the freedom here. Make these charts your own. Make yourself comfortable. Make yourself at home. It's just like designing your house. You want to have a place that you walk into and you love it. You're like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. I love my house. It looks so pretty. I literally just like to look at it, right? Then what's next? So you have your Fibonacci customized. Then you're going to want to change these lines. So if in the beginning, you probably you don't know what lines you're going to use and why you're going to use them. But I can tell you, number one, you have a liquidity line. If you haven't learned like that, go back to the sniper course and learn what liquidity is. But just a little hint, guys, you can actually customize these lines. And if you want to make them a dashed line, you want to make it orange, you want to change the thickness of it, you can. I personally like it like this, and I might make this line a little bit thicker. So this is what your line is going to look like. Instead of having to do that every time, so default, your line's always going to look like this, right? That's going to be your default line. Instead of having it like that and having to come in here and change this, if you come in here and click Save Drawing Template As, and it's going to make me log in here, so I'll log in quick in order to do this. So you have to have an account. Then you can change the template and you can title this liquidity. So when I click in here and I type liquidity, now anytime I draw a line, I can simply go here, type click liquidity, and it instantly turns it to the color and the design that I like. So definitely recommend doing that. Customize them however you want. And you do the same with your rectangles, right? So you have your rectangles. If you are going to use your rectangles to mark out your institutional candles, you're gonna, like you can see here, I have my institutional candles are a pink box. My imbalances are yellow boxes. So I have this, so that way everything's color coded. It's always the same, and I'm never guessing what anything is. I can hop onto my chart and I'll be like, oh, I marked up this imbalance here. I marked up this candle right here. I marked up this for this reason, and it's all there, you know? So you got your imbalance there. That's gonna be your institutional candle, and then you have your imbalance right here. We put our institutional candle right there. Boom, 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 and there you go. You got your chart. It's all looking clean. It's all looking fresh. We can put our Fibonacci on here, and you understand what all of this means. It doesn't get confusing. It doesn't get annoying. It all stays clean. It all stays effective, and that's super important. Number one thing about trading, you know, it's discipline. The discipline and the organization are so huge when you can organize yourself like this. Then on the side, I don't know if you guys caught it before when I wasn't logged in, there was hundreds of different pairs over here on the side. I want you to delete all of those pairs. Delete all of them and come in here and choose the ones that you like, you know? And I'm gonna do a little exercise after this so we can create a trading plan. And then you're only gonna wanna have those pairs in there, so that way you're not looking at anything else. Everything stays clean, it stays organized, and you stay professional. And this is something that's helped me so much in my trading, is just staying organized. When you can stay organized, everything's simple, everything's flawless. You can really do anything you want, right? So let's say example, I'm not actually like taking this trade. I don't know. I didn't mark this chart up to see if this is a good setup or not. But let's just imagine we're gonna take a sell position, right? So you're gonna use your sell position, and then you use this little thing to choose your stop loss. So you're gonna want to put that above the high. Then you want to put your take profit, you know, and just a take profit ID. You know, you got your little liquidity right there. So there we go, right? That's our liquidity. I personally, this is what my liquidity lines look like. So you can use that. So this is our trade right here. If this is a potential trade we had set up, you know, I don't know if this is actually going to play out or what, but this is a trade that we have marked out. So how does this work? You identify a trade. Now what? You want to take this trade, right? You want to put this trade on your demo account. You want to trade this. You want to see it play out. You want to get that going, right? So what you need to identify is how big your stop loss is, and that's pretty simple to do actually. You just you click here, and then you can see right here 10.9. You can just adjust that up to 11, and then the same thing about customizing these. You know, you have your style. You can choose your stop color, your target color, white, blue, whatever it is you want. And then you can come in here and you can modify your stop loss, your take profit, everything in there. So I just recommend taking it. I'm telling you guys, take an hour, 2 hours to really customize your stuff so you enjoy it, right? So where's our stop loss? What is our stop loss, right? Our stop loss is going to be right here. This is our stop loss. This is how big our stop loss is, 11 pips. And our take profit is 44 pips. So our risk to reward right here is 4 to 1. So that all of these numbers, these are the only numbers to pay attention. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about this or that. Anything like this. Just focus on these numbers that I have circled. That's the only thing you need to worry about, right? So now that we have that identified, we have, okay, our stop loss, 11 pips. Now, how do we do this, right? Because we all know you need to have a lot size. If you're watching this video, you've already gone through the academy, you know all this stuff. How do I determine my lot size? Because the classic rule is a 0.01 for every $100, right? You have in your account. So you can do that as a standard measurement, but what I actually want you to do is use this website that we have right here. It's called Myfxbook /en/forex calculator /position size. This is going to give you the ability to maximize your risk to reward, right? This is important because if you're doing a 0.01 for every $100 and you have $10,000 in your trading account, you know, that's going to be a 1.0, right? Oh, curfew. We got a curfew announced. Yep. So that's cool. But like I said, you want, like, if you're going to do that, that's going to be, you're only going to be taking a 1.0, you know, so your standard lot. But let me show you guys this. If you take that same $10,000 account and you do this, you have a 1 point, you have 11 point stop loss. You come in here and you click 11 pips stop loss, so stop loss size, pips, 11 pips. You choose your risk percentage. We always teach people 2% risk. So you put your 2 in there. Then you have your account size, which we said in the beginning was $10,000. And we have our euro, and then you get to come here and you pick any pair that you're trading, right? So we come in here and we click Euro USD. Guess what? So now instead of a 1.0, we can actually increase that to 1.82, round that up. So you're taking 1.82 lots on this trade instead of 1.0. So that means you can actually make more because you're staying within your risk parameters. And this is going to be something we're going to identify at the end of the call, right? So stick with me right here. So if we're going to be taking a 1.82 right there, that means for every pip that we move, how much money are we making? I want somebody to put it in the chat. If we're taking a 1.82 for every pip, how much money is that? How much money is a 1.82? Right, guys? So if we have our 0.01, that's going to be 10 cents per pip. And we have a 0.10, that's going to equal $1 per pip. And we have a 1.0, that's going to be $10 per pip. So if we have a 1.82, how much is that per pip? Equals how much per pip? Somebody put that in the chat real quick. Don't make me wait. Don't make me seem like a loser because nobody wants to answer this. There we go. We got an answer in the chat. What is it? $10.82. So it's actually going to be $18.20, right? Because if we have one, so our 1.0 is going to be $10, and every 0.1 we have, that's going to be $1. So $1 times 8 is 8. So 10 plus 8, and then you have the 2, so that's going to be $18.20. So that's going to be $18.20. Boom, there we go. So that's how much money we're making per pip. That's how much we're willing to risk. So that's going to equal 2% risk here and a 8% gain on this side, right? So what's next, right? What do we do next? So now we have this identified. We're going to take a 1.82. So let's mark this out. So a 1.82 is our lot size. So our lot size. Then we have our risk of 2%. And we have our reward is 8%. So that means we have a 1 to 4 actually risk to reward right there. So this is what we're doing, right? Because look at this number. This number is based on 1. So 4 to 1 right there. If we're taking a 2% stop loss, that means we can double this number. So that means it's actually going to be 8% reward. And that's a perfect trade for me. I love that trade of 1 to 4 risk to reward. Perfect setup. So now what? Okay, we have this setup identified, and now we want to take this. So I'm actually going to come on here on my phone and start sharing my screen for y'all. So I can actually show you guys how to place a trade and you do stuff on your MetaTrader 4. So 1 second. Hopefully this doesn't. There we go. Make sure this is all the way down. There we go. Perfect. Share my screen here and start broadcast, right? And when we come in here, you know, we remember when we got our email from KOT Forex and they had how much what was I going to say? They said what our username and our password, all that stuff is. So you come in here to MetaTrader 4, this is what it's going to look like, right? And if we come in here, we're going to click plus account, log into an existing account, and come in here, type KOT, and you're going to see you have KOT demo, KOT live. Click the demo, and then that's when you're going to go back to the email, and you're going to enter in your information, right? So you have 360809. That's going to be so the demo account number is your login. Your password, you're going to have two passwords, right? Your trader password and your investor password. We care about the about the trader password because we are the trader, right? So when you do that, you get to access to actually trading the account. But if you choose the investor password, you're only going to be able to see the numbers. You know, that would be like if you were managing someone's account, you would give them the password to the investor, so that way they can't take any trades. Oh, I must enter the wrong password. But they won't be able to take any trades on the account, but they'll be able to see every move, every trade that you're taking, everything like that, just for their own security. So guys, remember, you're going to want to use your trader password. Click save password, and there we go. Now we're all logged in. This is what it's going to take you right to this page. You're going to have your chart down here, your trade, the open trades that you have. You can see we have our 10K of balance. This is where you're going to be able to see any trades that you already took. Then the most important thing, going to your settings. Your settings, when you go into your settings, come down here and click charts, because you can see how mine matched what I had on my TradingView, right? So you don't want to do that. You want to do that. You want to have your charts on your MetaTrader 4 match the same as your TradingView, just to keep everything the same, guys, right? It's all about organization. So we can come in here, and when you see it in the beginning, your chart is actually going to be like black and stuff. We can actually come in here. This is what it's going to look like, right? So when you come in here, this is what you're initially going to see, right? This is what it was. And I had mine like this for months, I swear to God. And I was so annoyed. I'm like, how do I change it? I hate this colors. This is just, it just doesn't look nice to me because I'm trading on different colors on my laptop. I want everything to be the same. And I just did some messing around, and I found this little thing right here where you can actually come in here and edit everything. So I want to have you turn on your ask price line and turn on your trade levels. Then you come in here and click your colors, right? So your foreground is going to be like the numbers on the side, you know, your price levels. Your grid is going to be like the background that you have. I like white, you know, just I want to keep everything the same as what it was before. So we have our black foreground, that's going to be our price levels, and we have our grid, that's going to be the background. Then the bar up is going to be like the outline of your candles. So I'm going to choose this blue because it looks the most similar. Bar down is going to be the outline of your down candle, so I want to choose that. And then my bull candle is actually going to be blue. And then the bear candle is going to be black. And then change these line charts just to black. And that should be all good for you. Do maybe change your trade levels if you want. But there we go. So now when we come back here, I messed that up, and we're going to want to change those colors. So the heck, I don't know why I did that. So right here we have our black. Oh, I see what I did. Okay, so we want to change this back to white maybe, and then do this. I think it's the other way around actually. Yeah. No, I don't know how did I get this before. Volumes, line chart, bid price line, custom foreground, bar up, grid, all that good stuff. So when we actually come in here, maybe make this white. I'm not sure why it's not doing this. I swear these are the same ones I had on my other ones. This is embarrassing, but whatever. We're gonna leave it like that for now, and maybe when I figure it out, we'll move forward, right? Scheme, you chose white, I think. Oh, black on white. I think that's what we're doing right. Yes, thank you, Sheila. Thank you. That's what we're doing right. So now you want to have black and white on there. That way it's going to have a white background for you. So it's the same thing. You know, I want to have my white grid. My bar up is going to be blue. bar down is going to be black again, and then a bull candle is going to be blue, bear candle is black, and then we should be all good to go. Beautiful. There we go. That looks a lot prettier. That's just like we had it. Thanks, Sheila. Appreciate that one. So we have our chart customized with everything we want. Now, when we want to come in here and we want to place a trade, you're going to have your list of pairs. And if you want to add more pairs to this, you don't see a pair, you got all of your crosses in here. Your cryptocurrencies are all here. Exotics here, anything like these random pairs, probably won't end up trading these, but just so you know. Then you have your metals. Where do you change it on Android? Are you talking about the colors? I'm not sure. But when you do that, then you're going to click, let's say we want to trade Euro USD, right? So we're going to click trade Euro USD, and just going off, remember what our lot size, remember? So this is where you put in your lot size. 1.82 was our lot size. And then this is when you click the little button at the top, market execution, that's going to pull down your list of orders. And our order for our Euro USD potential entry was a sell limit. I'm not going to go over what each one of it is because it does that in the academy, but then you just enter in the price level that you're entering at, right? So we're going to enter in at 11436. Our stop loss is right here, 11546. Then you put our take profit at 1.1099996. Boom. So you have our sell limit, our lot size, and our prices. If you want to set an expiration, you can. I personally never do that just because I don't. I want to be in control. So now we have our limit sitting in here. When you come into your chart, you're actually going to be able to see, okay, I'm waiting for the price to get to this sell limit right here. I have my stop loss above the high, take profit below the low, right? So now you have your MetaTrader 4 set up just like your TradingView. You know how to take a trade, you know how to calculate a lot size, and you have your MetaTrader 4 hooked up to your broker account, so that way you can actually trade your demo account, right? Now, another cool thing that I want to do with you guys is now I'm going to leave my phone, stop broadcasting there, we're good to go. Let me log out of that. Boom, 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 perfect. So now I'm back here on my laptop, right? And the next thing we want to do is I want to show you guys how to actually hook up your account to a website that's going to give you the ability to actually to actually see the trades that you're taking. And it's actually the same thing. It's called Myfxbook, the same place where you got your lot size calculator. I want to show you guys how you can actually go ahead and use this website to manage your trades. So you're going to want to create an account here, right? Let's see if I remember my username and stuff like that. So we have this, and then I have my password, boom, wrong email / password. Maybe it's this one. Wrong email, whatever, forgot. Enter your email, Brady 7 Inferno, boom. Here we go. So reset email, but here you see over here on the right side, you have your quick sign up. So you can actually sign up for an account right there. So if you haven't yet done that, please go ahead and make an account right now. Pause this video, go ahead and make an account. If you're on live call, obviously stay on the call, but you can make your account in the meantime. And you're gonna be able to use that account to actually hook up your account. So that way you can see your trades, you can see your results, everything like that. Here we go, we just got logged in, so I'll reshare my screen. So when you come in here, I'll share my screen here. So we're logged in, right? Then we wanna click here, click portfolio, and then we're gonna wanna add an account, right? So add an account. My platform is MetaTrader 4 Auto Update. That's going to be the one you want to click. And then you can name your account, a demo account. Select your broker. And then KOT4X is our broker. Server is a demo account. And then this is where that investor password comes in handy again, right? So that's what I was telling you about, the investor password. So we come down here, we can see our account number. That is going to be right here. Open this up. We have our demo account. So you choose your account number 36 0809. Investor password is this, RUMURGMWVU. So you want to enter that in, create account, connect, it's going to connect to your account. Give it a second here. And then guys, this is a super, super important website that you use that's going to actually track your trading. It's going to give you results. It's going to give you graphs. It's going to show you what time you are your most profitable trade. It's going to give you, hey, your most profitable trade was at this time. This was this. So we can go take me to my account. And here we go. So if we do it like this, this is what it's at, it's brand new, so there's not going to be any numbers, but if I go in and just place a bunch of random trades on that account, if we start market executing some stuff, let's see what happens, right? So let's put some buys in, let's put some sells in, let's just make some data pop up for us, so that way we can actually see some stuff. So I'm just going to actually close out all of these trades. Oh, almost got a profit on that one. That was cool. But if you come in here and close out all these trades, should update pretty much automatically. It might take a minute, but let's see. So yeah, it's going to take a minute to update that, but I'll show you at the end of this and kind of show you, it's going to tell you, okay, today, this is how much money you made, or this is what your percent gain is. This is what your week gain is. This is your month. This is your year. It's going to show you any open trades. See, this is our open order that we have. These are our history. This is your exposure. Don't worry about that. But then I love this part, your advanced statistics. It's going to show you all of the trades that you have ever taken, the profitability and stuff like that. It's going to give you a summary of your data. It's going to show you by hour. I'm actually going to pull up an old account that I use. Like you can see, freaking destroyed this account, negative 72%, got wrecked on it. But guys, it shows you all of this information, right? It shows you how many trades have you taken? What's your profitability percentage? How many pips did you lose or did you gain? Your average win, your average loss, how many lots you've taken, how much out of the buys that you take, you won 15% of those. Shorts, you won 24%. The best trade you ever took was a $22 profit. The worst trade you ever took was a $90 loss. Your best trade was a 126 pip trade. Your worst trade was a negative 90 pip trade. Your average trade length 1 day, and then just all these other things, right? So you got your summary, every trade you ever taken. And this is what it shouldn't look like. You shouldn't have hundreds of pairs. You should have 3 pairs, 4 pairs that you look at. It shows you by the hour, so at 17, which is like 5 o'clock, I have 93% of the time I lost a trade, right? It tells you what hours your trades are. It tells you what days you're best at trading. Friday, getting wrecked. Your risk of ruin, don't worry about that. The duration and the growth. It shows you all this information that's going to give you an upper hand on actually understanding who you are as a trader, what you do. It shows you your growth percentage. It shows you everything that's gonna get you to be able to understand. Oh, maybe I'm not good at trading on Fridays. I'm not good at trading at this time, and that way you're going to be able to find, hey, this is my best trading time. Hey, this is the best days, and I'm best at trading on these days. That's something super, super helpful that I love using to be able to track my results and do that kind of stuff, right? So guys, I've shown you how to use a demo, how to hook that up so you can actually view the data that you're looking at. I've shown you how to do TradingView, how to calculate your pips, how to your lot size, change all of the colors on your MetaTrader 4, on TradingView, your pips, the fib settings, everything with MetaTrader, how to access the different things, how to access different pairs, how to connect that with your broker account. Then the next step is, guys, it's actually creating a plan. Once you have all the information, you now want to create a plan. Create a plan of action of how you're actually going to trade and how you're actually going to use this market for your own advantage, right? So something we have created for you guys is called the Trading Made Simple document, right? So share my screen, and this is what you want to use. So you can get this from any one of Mike's Go Lives. He posts it in there every time. Ask in the chat, you'll get this from somebody. If you want it, I can send it to you right now. And it's just going to be a big spreadsheet that you can edit up, right? So it has your instructions how to use this. You got to make a copy of it so you can edit it. Then you have your trading constitution. Say this before you go to the market. I am a successful and disciplined and fearless forex trader. I enjoy the process of trading for the lessons and the profits. This is getting you in the right psychology to actually look at the market. One of the most important things going into the markets is having a routine so that you're in a mental preparation. You're mentally prepared for the market. You're going to trade emotionless. You're going to trade and you're going to be profitable when you affirm these things to yourself. Your trading confirmation. You want it. Augustine, I got you, man. Here we go. I'll send it in there. Just follow the directions. You're going to have to make yourself a copy and then you can go ahead and edit it up, right? So you set, okay, what's your ideal setup? What are your confirmations? What are your trading style? You have your trade journal, your date and the time, the pair, the buy, the sell, the lot size, all this information. That way you can eventually, after a month, you're going to have a big list of data of all the information. You're going to be able to look, hey, this is my reflection on this trade. This is why this went good. Oh, when I lose trades, this is a commonality. And you get to start analyzing. Guys, the last two things I've shown you is how are the keys to getting better at trading. When you review and you reflect and you can become a better person, that's when you'll see a lot of success trading, right? You have your risk management, your goals, all this stuff. Use this, put in different numbers. My starting balance, $250. I'm a return. My goal is to return 6% a week. Weekly deposit, I'm going to put $35. And boom, now this is what you can look like after 53 weeks. You're sitting at almost $18,000, pulling out $1,000. That's gnarly. And then you come in here, and this is where you're actually gonna do it. You're actually gonna come in here and return. So whatever percent you made, you come in here. You're like, oh, I made 2%. Oh, 2%. It didn't. Okay. How about this one? 2%. Okay. It's, I don't know. L6. What is that? Oh, okay. That's why. So you want to put your. This is just something to measure returns, but then you want to put your profit at the end of the week here, right? So. Boom, $15 profit. That means we made 7.5%. Boom, boom, boom. And then it calculates that, adds your weekly deposit, and then you're good to go. So use this sheet for your own advantage, right? And then you have all these things over here. So the Forex calculator, the lot size thing, it's right here. So you can click on here, and this will take you to how to calculate your lot size. This is all the information that you need. Everything that's going to help you be a successful trader. Then you come in here and you can journal your emotions. And guys, a thing about this thing is this is just a generic one. It's locked. You need to open it for others to review it. Yeah, so actually it's supposed to be locked. So you come in here and you click file, make a copy, and then that way you'll be able to edit it. You'll be able to use that, and everyone will have their own. Can you give the link to lot size calculator? Yep, that's actually going to be in here. So risk management and goals, you come in here and you click right here, but I'll send it to you in the chat just so you can be in. This is going to be the Spanish one, but I'm actually going to change it to English. Boom, there. So now that's the lot size calculator, so you can have that. That's in this website as well. Like I said, when you get this, come in here, click make a copy. Boom, okay, and then it'll come to a copy where then you can go ahead and edit that one, because that's going to be your own. That's going to be your own document that's in your own, because if everybody was editing this, everybody's stuff would get deleted and it wouldn't work for anybody, right? So use this to your advantage. And I'm definitely recommending you to, like I said about everything so far, don't use the generic version. Make yourself a custom one, something you enjoy coming in and using this every day. No, I have my trading constitution. I changed up the colors a little bit. I have my trading plan. I colored this up. Bro, don't take a damn trade if you don't hit these confirmations. Just is like all of this stuff, I mic'd this out, color coded it, all of that stuff. You have your trading journal. I actually simplified this to the date, to the pair, to the risk to reward, and then the TradingView link. So you can just take a screenshot. If you're on TradingView, you just come in here and you take this screenshot, and it's going to give you a link. Boom, boom, boom. And then you can put that in here. And you can and then that's going to take you. So now you can go back and just look at the trade. Then you have did you hit stop loss? Boom, stop loss. take profit. You know, I hate to take profit on that one. Oh, that was a manual close. Oh, we ended up with 50 pips profit there. Boom. And then you put after the trade plays out, you paste that next link in there, and any reflection you had about the trade. You know, what was your emotions during, you know, because I wanted to have everything in one. So I actually don't use this market biofeedback because it's just too much for me. It's like too much. I don't want to do it. It's just too much typing and shit like that. So just put your reflection in here. How did you feel during, after, and before the trade? How did that make you feel? How did your loss make you feel? What is your reflection? You know, what went wrong? What went right? Understanding these things, and you understand them, you'll be able to be successful because you're reviewing and you're reflecting. And be free to make this your own. You know, I put my business inventory on here. I put a financial budget on here. You know, I renamed mine the keys to success. Everything that I need for my success is all in here. You know, I have all the people I'm talking to right here. Boom, I can come in here and it's all organized. You know, I have the people I talk to, boom, right there. Then you have your database, boom, all these people, all this stuff. That's why you can use this, and you can actually use this as a master spreadsheet. I don't think this one is locked. Yeah, they shouldn't be locked. You should just be able to like quick file, make a copy, and then do it yourself, right? So guys, make this your own. Use this to your advantage. Come on, guys. Like that's what's going to get you to be a successful trader. I'm telling you, is the discipline to be able to do those things, right? So trading made simple is going to give you your keys to success. It's going to give you everything you need to be a successful trader. You just have to use it. Use this information, use the stuff I went over on this call to make trading your own, make it fun, make trading fun again. It shouldn't be boring. It shouldn't be annoying. It should be fun to look at your charts. Whatever colors you like, put them on there. Something that's going to make you excited to look at the charts, right? So the last thing I wanted to go over with you guys is I actually want you to go ahead and let's create a trading plan right now. So I want all of you guys to pick 2 or 3 pairs that you're going to trade. I want you to write it down right now. What are going to be the 2 or 3 pairs that you're going to trade, and you're only going to trade those for the next however long. You know, identify those 2 or 3 pairs, whatever it is right now. Write that down. I will only trade Euro USD, USD CAD, GBP USD. That's my rules for myself. I don't trade anything else. I want you to make that for yourself right now. Which pairs are you going to trade? Then you're going to choose the session that you're going to trade. So once you chose the pairs, you know, you want to choose what hours out of the day you're going to be looking at the market. Set aside every day an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours so that you can look at the markets every day at the same time to create some sort of consistency in your brain. You're going to be looking at the charts at the same time every day, right? So hop into that. Choose your session, 2 to 3 hours. You know, I trade every day from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Those are that's my trading time. And I trade only Euro USD, GBP USD, and USD CAD. I define that. Now, define how much risk per trade you're willing to take. Do you want to risk 2% per trade? Do you want to risk 1% per trade? Do you want to risk 0.5% per trade? Whatever you feel comfortable with risking, that's what you want to choose. Now, I personally trade 1% risk. I don't even like risking 2%. I just like 1% risk. I'll take that all day. That's my plan. You know, follow your plan and create it. Now you have your risk per trade. Now define your risk per day. Any day, I'm only gonna risk for myself. I know I only risk 3% on any day. If I lose more than 3% for the day, boom, market, laptop gets closed, we're out. If I lose more than 5% in any week, I'm done for the week. At any point, if I lose more 5%, I'm done for the week. Define that for yourself. Define that for yourself. How much are you willing to risk per day? How much are you willing to risk per week? Define that for yourself. Then let's do the same thing, but for the positive. How much are you going for on any trade? What's your ideal risk to reward? For me, it's 4-to-1 risk to reward, because I know if I'm 25% accurate, I know I'm still going to be a profitable trader. I'll lose 3 times in a row. I'll lose 3%. I hit that one trade that hits take profit, and now we're up 1%. I know I'm better than 25%. So I know that's the mentality you want to have into it. You know, what is your risk? What is your goal risk reward? What is the minimum risk reward you're willing to take, right? Then set your goal for the week. How much do you want to make in any week? I want to make 5% every week. I want to make 8%. I want to make 10%. Whatever it is, write that down right now. And guys, I know you may look at what we just did and be like, oh, that's so basic. Oh, that's so simple. But how many of us are actually consistently following that plan on a daily basis, on a weekly basis? You know I wasn't one of them. For months, I was doing my own thing. I was trading every pair. I had no plan. I didn't have any risk parameters. I didn't have any of that stuff. And that's why that count was the way it was, down 72%. Because I was trying to trade everything. I had no risk set up. I had none of that information aligned for myself, and that's why I was getting wrecked in the markets, because I didn't have a plan. I didn't have anything to follow, you know? So that's why I wanted to come in here and have you guys create that for yourself. That way you guys don't have to deal with the same losses that I did. You don't have to go through the same failures that I did. You know, it took me over a year to actually create a trading plan. And that's why I want to do it with you guys right now, because I wasn't profitable for a year. But the second I actually made myself a trading plan and followed it, it's a coincidence. It's no coincidence that I started I was profitable. I'm a 5-figure trader because I created a trading plan and I followed it step by step and never broke it. If you can do that, you will be successful. I guarantee it, because you're following your plan. There's no way for you to get clapped if you follow your plan. This is all about discipline, the disciplined trader. If you have no discipline, you will have no results. That is the end of it. That's it. When the discipline that you have in the markets combines and collides with the repetition of doing the same thing over and over and over again, that's when you'll have success in these markets, right? Have your discipline. Follow your plan every day, every day, every day. That's your plan. I'm not breaking these plans. You have to be, you right there, we were just the boss creating the rules for the employee. You are now the employee who must follow those rules or you're going to get fired. In this case, you're not going to get fired. You're just going to lose all your money. So if you don't have this in set, if you don't have this plan in set, I'm sorry, but you most likely, I've never seen somebody profitable without having an actual trading plan. A trading plan creates discipline. A trading plan creates consistency. And when there is consistency, there is profitability. And I know all of us here want to be profitable, right? So thus we must be consistent with our discipline and following our plan step by step by step, guys. It is huge. It is huge. I overlooked the importance of discipline in creating a trading plan for a year, and that's why I didn't see results for a year. I'm telling you, if you become disciplined, you create a plan for yourself and you follow it, you will start to see results. And just don't be like, oh, I'm starting to see results, now throw the plan out the window. No, the plan that got you there is a plan that's going to continue to get you there. So keep following it. You've got a plan, the good thing working, don't throw it away. And then last but not least, use the community, guys. Use this community of traders. I want you guys to be vulnerable when you don't know something. Everybody who's in these chats was once at the same position as you, was once a beginner, was once 1 month in, 2 months in, half year in. We all had the same questions. Nobody is perfect. We all still have questions. So I wanna challenge you guys to actually either post a markup in the chat this week or ask a question in the QC Snipes chat. I want this to happen. I want this community to grow where people can be vulnerable with their losses, can be excited about their wins, where people can give constructive criticism, where people can help each other out. But that doesn't happen unless we all are willing to be vulnerable with ourselves and with everybody else on the team to post those questions, to ask those questions, to post your trades, even if they lost. Share that with people, because then you learn what not to do. And I love that about this community, guys. Ask questions, be vulnerable with each other, because that's where you're going to have success. When you use the community, when you use the people around you, you will have success, guys. We all know that all these things I went over are the keys to success, but how many of us are actually using them? How many of us are consistently following up and using our trading plan? How many of us are consistently asking questions? How many of us are actually asking questions, asking for help, hopping on the go lives? How many of us are using the community on a daily basis? And if you're not, maybe that's the reason you're not profitable. Maybe that's the reason you haven't seen the results that you want. Maybe that's the reason you're not where you want to be yet. It's because you're not willing to do the things that you know are necessary to achieve success, guys. If there's people who have the results that you want, who have the success that you want, and they're telling you to do something, I promise you guys, just do it. They're putting you in the position to succeed because they once failed where you are now. And they don't want to have this, they don't want you to experience the same thing, guys. So with that, guys, I really hope you guys got some value. You learned something here. I really did my best to put something together that would be a comprehensive list. That way you can actually get yourself set up with a trading account, get yourself set up with MetaTrader 4, actually know how to take a trade, know where everything is, have yourself a trading plan, everything like that, guys, because these are the most important things of traders. So I'll put this will be on the QCFX Global, not Instagram, the YouTube page. That way you can use this with your newest traders, give them this stuff. So I think this is what's really gonna be a good process after they go through the launch document to actually have this information available. So guys, I wanted to say I appreciate all y'all for hopping in here today. It really, really means a lot that you guys spent over an hour listening to me talk and hearing the value that I had. For all 36 of you that have stayed on, if you have not yet, remember, get your QC merch, QCFXglobal.com. Be looking fresh, stay looking good, everything like that. You know, you want to be QC fresh, baby. QCFXglobal.com. I'll see y'all at the next convention this September, running up a QC convention, y'all. We're still meeting up. Don't worry. Even though the event is canceled, we'll still be getting together. More information to come in the future. I love y'all. With that, for no further ado, have yourselves a beautiful night. Have yourself a lot of pips. I'm grateful for all of y'all. So all of y'all, much abundance, many pips, many take profits, and many ranks smash it, y'all. Let's catch some pips, take some trips. Peace out, y'all. Love y'all.